This was the scene last night, shortly after Gardaí found the body of Henry Hurley. It had been concealed under grass in this lonely, desolate area just 4 miles off the main Limerick-Ennis road. Mr. Hurley had been badly beaten around the head and his neck was also badly marked. His white Datsun taxi was found less than a mile away. It's believed that his attackers tried to leave the scene in the car and crashed into this bog. Gardaí are now trying to trace 2 passengers, last seen in Mr. Hurley's car, leaving Limerick at about 3 a.m. yesterday morning. That car headed towards Shannon and then turned off the main Limerick-Ennis road at Set Wright's Cross, heading towards the scene of the murder.
Well, I would be appealing to the public to come forward if they have any information at all relating to this white Datsun taxi seen in the vicinity of Set Wright's Cross or on the way up to Woodcock Hill, or also in Limerick earlier that morning. And I would appeal to them as well if they were on the road in the morning and saw anybody thumbing lips away from the scene.
Throughout the day, Gardaí have been visiting houses in the area with questionnaires. We know of no motive for this murder, they say.
It was July 7th and Limerick Summer Festival had got underway with a rock concert when Mr. Hurley's taxi was seen passing the Franciscan Church shortly before 3 a.m. 7 miles out the Ennis Road, he turned off for Cracklow and outside Setwright's pub told another taximan his 2 male passengers were looking for a party in the area. His front seat passenger was described as being about 25, skinny and with black hair. As Mr. Hurley continued up past Cracklow Wood, another witness saw his back seat passenger. He was said to be about 45, with light build and black hair. Mr. Hurley's body was found not far from the radar station here on Woodcock Hill. He had been strangled, beaten and robbed. His killers, however, accidentally reversed his taxi into a bog, walked back down to the Ennis Road and, Gardaí believe, thumbed the lift into Limerick. Again, the younger man was described as being in his early 20s, skinny and with black hair.
They got out of a car close to this Telecom Éireann building here behind me. 2 men of similar descriptions, who may or who may not be the same 2 men, got a taxi in Patrick Street and were taken to the Raheen area, arriving there at about 6:30 a.m. We are anxious to trace those 2 men. We want to talk to anyone who travelled along the route taken by the late Mr. Hurley on that morning. We are also anxious to talk to the driver of a white Volvo car which was seen in the area of Set Wright's Cross shortly after 3 a.m. on that morning.
The Serious Crime Squad, or as it was more commonly called, the Murder Squad, operated from Garda headquarters in Dublin, solving many murders of both a criminal and subversive nature. However, in a major reorganisation last year, the squad, which was based in the Garda Technical Bureau, was disbanded and responsibility for investigating murders and other serious crimes given to local officers. In a statement this afternoon, the Association of Garda Sergeants and Inspectors urged the Garda authorities to bring the murder squad back. It pointed out that despite the best efforts of local Gardaí, no one had so far been brought to book for 3 murders committed earlier this year.
We don't think it would be any reflection on local Gardaí. The local Gardaí have acquired some experience in forensic technique. However, the restructuring of a centralised murder squad, bringing back some of the people who have acquired vast experience through the investigation of several murders and who have also acquired very important court experience which can have a bearing in how investigations are conducted. We think it is vital that this squad is now brought into being in this restructured manner.
But would local Gardaí involved in murder investigations at the moment not be justified in saying, look, we haven't finished yet, give us a chance?
Oh, I agree that in some of the investigations they're ongoing, the files haven't closed, and indeed they may very well succeed. However, we are convinced that the centralised help of a squad with vast experience would be of great benefit coming in at the start of a complex investigation, and it would assist greatly the local people.
It was here in a lonely area on the border of Clare and Limerick that the body of taximan Henry Hurley was found on the 7th of July. He had been strangled. Now, one of the first breaks has come in the case. Gardaí have appealed to a man with important information to come forward. Superintendent Jim Drudy gave the background.
We want to talk to a man who handed a letter to a priest in the regional hospital in Galway at about 2 a.m. on the 5th of September last.
Is it possible to tell me about the contents of that letter?
No, but it did relate to the murder of Henry Hurley.
Overall, are you satisfied with the level of support and cooperation that you've received from the public on this issue?
We've received great response from many, many people, and we want to thank them for this. However, we feel satisfied that there are people who know what happened and who have not come forward. And I appeal to those people to do so now and to contact us at the confidential line. And we will guarantee complete confidentiality if they wish.
The confidential Garda telephone line is Limerick 061 62923. The investigation, now entering its 5th month, has been an intensive one involving a full-time team of 11 detectives. Sources close to that investigation believe that the Galway incident could be a significant breakthrough. It's also felt that some of Mr. Hurley's former colleagues could at this stage come forward and furnish some vital additional information. The body of Henry Hurley was found at Gallows Hill near Cratloe Woods on the morning of July the 7th last year. His white taxi was located nearby. For 10 months, a special murder investigation team from Ennis Garda Station worked on the case. Interpol were also involved. This morning's appearance at a special sitting of Ennis District Court before District Justice O'D of Paul John McLaughlin, aged 25, from 6 Northview Close, Bath in England, was the first public development in the case. McLaughlin was accused of receiving, harbouring, assisting and comforting a man named in court as Matthew Edwards, full knowing that Edwards had murdered Henry Hurley on the 7th of July last year. McLaughlin was remanded to appear at Ennis District Court again on Friday next. It is believed that Edwards is still in Britain.